Finally, this brings us to the automatic profile snippet. So here we are on the OmniCMS training homepage. And this is a page I have set up with a lot of resources videos for working in OmniCMS as general. If you've been through OmniCMS Basics with me, you've probably had this page if you've had the class with me for the last year or so. And maybe I would like to add a couple profile sections to this page, one for the web services team, Mike and myself, and one for the document remediation team, which is Eric McCall and Tessa Downs. I can totally do that. So what I'll do is I'm going to go into edit mode on this page, go to backstage view, check the page out. And on the edit tab, we have the teaser content sections filled out here. It's a landing page, so it by default has no margins. We want to remember that because we're going to have to do a little workaround there. And teaser content has this appear. Down here, I've got a main content section. So I want to add these profile sections in the main content section. I'm going to click there. And I'm going to go up to my snippets, my puzzle piece button. I'm going to click it. And I want the automatic profile snippet. So I'm just going to put profile, automatic profile groups right here. That's a snippet we want. And I'm going to insert it. And if this snippet looks very familiar to you, then that's a good thing because this is the exact same snippet that we just used on the landing page. We're just accessing it as a separate snippet instead of on the landing page itself. It functions in the exact same way. So I'm wanting two teams here. So I could go copy the snippet just as it is, come underneath it, or of course you could just go under and insert another snippet. Either way. Copy paste is usually a quicker answer to these sort of things. And the first one I want to call services. And the second one, the heading is going to be document remediation. And let's put team so we can designate their teams. Web services team and document remediation team. Okay, so again, I'm wanting to pull in these profiles from another area. And of course, this is Mike Marlett and myself. Okay, so we really don't need all these extra rows. We just need two. And I'm going to delete them out. You don't have to delete them out, of course. You can leave them the way they are. And I've got two people on this team. Okay, so we want to add Mike and myself here. So I'm going to open wichita.edu. And earlier I mentioned the fact that if somebody has a profile in the system, if you hunt for their name individually, usually their profile page will be the first thing to turn up. So in this case, I'm going to put Mike Marlett. Sure enough, here's his profile page. Click it. And just as we did before, I'm going to open page info, get his dependency code, Marlett, and insert edit link, drop the dependency code, and he is website manager. Copy that, paste his text up here, his title in, and I want myself. So I'll come back up to the tab. Webster. I'm the first link there. Go on. Open it up. like so. Webster, highlight, insert edit link. And I'm also website manager. Down here, we want Tessa Downs and Eric McCall. And I actually have their profiles listed on another page. So I can go wichita.edu/PDF help, like so. And at the very bottom of the page, there they are. And we will grab Tessa first, since alphabetically her last name ends in D, so she would appear first in that order. Like so. Her job position, accessible document specialist. Copy that. Have our paste as text selected. Paste that in there. And we need Eric. Eric is in the same area. So I'm just going to go content pages. There's Eric. Click there to bring up his profile page and backstage view. Open the gadget. Grab his dependency code. And he has the same title as Tessa, which makes that a little easier. And we will go Eric. Let's make sure on his name here. Yep, Eric with a K. Eric Paul. And his dependency code. He's also an accessible document specialist. So we're going to save this. And here we have our custom setup. And it looks a little bit ugly like this. If I publish it. Data tab profiles will work. Like so. Okay. So if we come to the bottom here, we've got web services team and we've got document remediation team. Now, these profiles, while they are technically right, we're on the right path here. We've pasted them on a landing page. And so we have no margin here. So everything is jammed way on the far left side. And it looks kind of yucky that way. So we want to kind of alleviate that. That also gives us, though, a little bit of an option to do something a little bit neat here. So I'm going to go back over here. And as we saw in an earlier video, we can apply a margin on a landing page using a generic content snippet. So I'm going to select here and I'm going to enter down, come up and select generic section, insert it. I'm going to grab the web services team snippet, copy it. I'm going to use the table tool here with the X to delete it, put it in our content and paste. And we want to do the exact same thing for the document remediation team. So I'm going to open up, find our generic content, insert, copy the snippet, reselect the table and delete it, drop it in, maybe backspace to clear up the space. There we go. And if I save it now, we can see that we're adding margins into the space. And also note that while it shows, in this case, two profiles, it shows them with a big gap between them. That's not actually how they look on the live page. Okay, added margins to profile snippets. So, and there we go. We've got a proper margin here. Everything's nice, neat, and orderly with the two. So one more thing that we can do here to kind of call this out. Like if we had a bunch of teams running down a page like this, and of course, it's on a standard landing page. We've dropped profiles basically in the middle of a normal page, but maybe we want a little bit of a sort of visual difference, sort of keep the eye looking. There's a lot of white going on here, so to speak, very, very blankish. I'm going to come back into the page. And by using the generic content snippet, I have enabled the ability to set a background style. So let's say the snippet before is yellow and gray. So I'm going to leave web services team with the white background as before. And I'm going to set the background style to the document remediation team to light background. So that's a very, very light gray. I'm going to save, publish, background color gradation for the profile snippets. As we scroll down the page, we've got the section with the buttons here. We've got our teaser with links in it. We've got our web services team profile with a white background. And if we scroll down a little bit, our document remediation team has a different striping color. It's a light gray. And we could continue background. If we had more teams, we could stripe them the same way, alternating white, gray, or maybe gold, whatever we wanted to do down the page. So the automatic profile snippet functions exactly like the landing page, but you can put it on just a normal web page and be able to have a profile section on that page.